And we're live. What's going on, everybody? You already know what it is. It's Nooner Nation Podcast. Show for Nooners by Nooners. Sorry we're a little late. You know how this shit goes in the fucking minor leagues, man. Technical difficulties. Every fucking time.
You can't help but wonder why, in the most obtuse ways, that the magical fairy, what do they call them? Gremlins? It's like having gremlins. There's gremlins on the wing right now, bro.
Yeah.
There's gremlins on the wing. You buy all this shit and set it up and get all your shit straight, and then all of a sudden the gremlins to go ahead and they just start chewing through the wires. So that's where we at.
Yeah, that's cool. I almost thought wasn't going to make it. I was at my fucking realtor's office because trying to buy a house in fucking America right now might be the most goddamn irritating thing on the fucking planet, dude. It's insane.
So when you talk about buying a house, hold on. See?
What's up?
No, am I good on the audio?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. No, when you talk about buying a house, where and why are you trying to buy it? But also, was it a factor of, yo, bro, I could get this much cash for this house and get in some more house for the cash that I got for this house, but is that a symptom of the marketplace or a symptom of, like, the world at large?
Yeah, so there's a lot of factors. It's not some, like, I guess me and my wife bought our first home, probably about 10 years ago, the house we're in now, the house I'm currently doing the show from. Mm-hmm. It's older. It was built in 31. And it's in a really cool neighborhood, kind of off of downtown Des Moines, the Beaverdale neighborhood. We love it. But what we didn't foresee is how absolutely fucking wild two boys can be in a house that's not super huge. So it all kind of started, I don't know, probably around Christmas time or maybe New Year's. Me and my wife love watching like the beach house bargain hunter shows. And
oh yeah, no, hey, is that as bad as or as good as the Shaws of Sunset?
It's definitely better because like okay. Thank you, babe. Speaking of the wife, she just brought me a refill. But yeah, so we were watching that. We got talking about what the process would be like to build a home that we liked, like our dream home. So then we started looking at that, and the way my wife is, and maybe probably a lot of ladies are, once she gets that idea in her head, it just spins and spins and spins to the point where she started talking to people about, like, well, how much would this house cost? Maybe we could do it. Have a little extra space. Months later, that has turned into we are now house shopping. And I get it. She wants more space for the boys. She wants the boys to have their own space. It's it's definitely first world problems kind of thing.
Well, I look at it this way too, because I got two boys, and like, we, in the situation that I was in when we moved from Canton, Ohio, where we had 2,000 square feet, into Pittsburgh, where we now have, like, if you want to call it, I would say actual livable space where the boys, like, play, eat, sleep, shit, shower, and eventually will shave, is like 1,600 square feet, maybe.
Right. Yeah. So we're sitting.
You're just like, well, why wouldn't I just fucking move out to the sticks and build something? Because where I'm at right now, that shit costs a lot of money.
Dude, it is in fucking insane. So we're sitting right now around just under 1,600 square feet. with an unfinished basement. The problem is the basement, again, old house. We're pushing almost 100 years. To
Mm-hmm.
finish the basement, the floors have heaved up a little bit, or I mean, quite a bit. Not to where it's structurally unsound, but to finish it is an undertaking. You know, I don't know what it'd be, but it'd be a lot. Um, so that's kind of out. But so again, we both love this house. We want to see what's out there. We put our house on the market. We have an awesome realtor. We're using the same lady we used last time. We're using the same lady that we said when my parents moved to Des Moines. We recommended her. My parents used her, loved her. Like my in-laws use her. Both sets of in-laws use her. Like at this point, I just have a punch card for how many houses I've recommended, like or people I've recommended to her that she sold houses to. Um, so we put our house on the market very aggressive.
Hold on.
Um,
Can I address Ruben's comment real quick? Because this is motherfucking true. This is the truest
Parking,
statement about this is the truest statement about living in the fucking South Hills in Pittsburgh that you can possibly imagine in the goddamn universe. Because to be honest, number one, my driveway is a hill, and not just any hill; it's a steep ass hill. I do have a flat backyard, which is a luxury in this town,
right?
but the driveway is a hill, so parking on that hill is most of the time very inconvenient. So to park on the street in my neighborhood, I have to call the local municipality and register my car every night that I want to park on the street, or get online to the stupid online app that doesn't work half the time
Right.
and register it to park on the fucking street. If not, I get a $20 motherfucking parking ticket for parking in front of my own motherfucking house,
Yeah, dude, it's
which
fucking nuts.
is retarded.
Yeah. Oh, dude, trust me, we can get into HOA shit here too in a second. But,
I'm
anyways, we list our house super aggressive, and within 48 hours, we had a cash offer for asking price. So like, well, fuck. Okay. I mean, that gives us, and our house. I mean, I know the market is probably artificially high right now. I mean, it's not sustainable. But I mean, we're gonna be walking away with like over 125K in cash equity once we pay the house off. You know, with this cash offer. So we're looking, um, dude. But it's been a nightmare. Everything is a bidding war. The real estate market has turned into fucking eBay now. You know, like I don't know. And before we get into that, we'll go into my rants about me trying to buy a fucking house right now.
Hold on.
JJ on the
Let me pour a let me hold on. Let me pour a drink real quick. And by pour a drink, when you get into your rant, I'm gonna just take a drink because we can just sit here and we can just talk all
yeah.
day.
So, anyways, before we get into that, let's
Proceed.
get the house cleaning done. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Go to iTunes. Subscribe on iTunes. Rate us 5 stars. Give us a review. Doesn't even have to be a good review. You can give me a shit review as long as you rate me 5 stars. I really don't care. So there's that. Also, I've actually got a sponsor that helps me pay for some of this shit now. So go to repcps.com. Use the promo code Nooners and get you a sweet Show Me That Butthole hat for 10% off.
Woo!
I had the owner on a couple episodes ago. Dope guy, dope business. Help him out, help me out. How it works, right? So, but yeah. And then also,
And if you wanna subscribe and like on my shit,
I was getting there.
It's-
If you haven't
no,
figured
no,
if you
I
haven't figured
appreciate
out yet, and here's the thing. Audio listeners might not know who's on because I haven't.
Oh, my lucky stars! A Negro!
You know who it is. We got JJ High and Angry on. So yeah, JJ, plug your shit, dude.
Nah, it's high and angry across all platforms. Go over and check out my YouTube shit. As you see, we're trying to revamp things here.
Yeah, man.
Although we had technical difficulties, we're trying to get the shit straight over here so we can have I hardlined some Cat 6 cable into the garage. So now we got crispy shit other than what's on your screen currently. But yeah, we're getting there. So go over to the channel, like, subscribe, do all that jazz, and I'm on the Instagram as well, High and Angry.
Yeah, is that OnlyFans? You high and angry on OnlyFans?
Well, I mean, if you want to see some real twerking shit, I mean, you can get on my OnlyFans, but I only let a select few people subscribe because dog, people be getting addicted.
Yeah.
Getting addicted.
Talking about the Cat 6 line straight in, that is one thing on my checklist I forgot to do. So hopefully the internet holds up. I'm going to be going off of my Wi-Fi. We all know how great that fucking works. If we have a problem.
Well, I'm on my Wi-Fi right now too, Bill. And so.
What was that?
That was the GoPro that can eat a dick right now turning off.
Oh, gotcha. So if the internet gets bad, it's whatever. I can have it hooked up in 90 seconds. So not a huge deal. But anyways, yeah. So again, go to JJ's page, go to my pages, like, subscribe, do all that shit. It helps out a lot. So, but yeah. So we have an offer on this house. We just went over, they've had it inspected and done some stuff. It's a retired single lady buying the house. Seems very nice. She sent over, after the inspections, like her list of requests. Some of them are doable. Some of them are completely fucking ridiculous. Things that, like, if we did those things, we would just stay in this house. Right?
Yeah.
Have an entire foundation wall rebuilt. Like, no. It's a fucking 100-year-old house, lady. She even asked, like, the water pressure's a little low. The plumber thinks because of the copper piping. So seller's requesting to update the plumbing. Like, fuck no, bitch. It's an old house. This is what you're getting.
Number one. I deal in piping systems. Copper pipe. Trust me, I just ran a PEX pipe out here to the garage for the shit that I hypothetically do in this garage. And yes, it's convenient for PEX because you put the little PEX fittings together and blah, 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 blah. But copper pipes, hold on a second. This is not coming apart. All right?
Yeah.
It's not coming apart. And it's not going to degrade over time. It's probably only going to get better.
Right.
All right? So fuck anybody who's like, oh, the copper is just, it leaches stuff. And it's like, no, it's the best thing. It takes out all the sulfides in the water.
Yep.
All the fluoride. Like,
yeah. I will say, especially our master bathroom, the sink in there, about once a year, I got to take the little aerator off the sink because it's got shit in it and it like gets clogged up. Don't know.
That's probably because you gotta. So this is the same thing that happens in our house. And what I did recently is I went back through and there's a bunch of shitty ass like 1980s style gate valves. They look like garden. They look like your garden. Your
oh yeah.
What do they call them?
Yeah, spigots.
Valve. Yeah, your spigot valve outside. There's a shit ton of those, and they were all leaching because brass does that over time if it's not installed properly. They leach their little zinc shit out. And that's what makes it all the way to your shit. It's not your water usually. Yep. It's usually the fucking valve. And I replaced all those shits, and we have not had a problem since.
Yeah. We'll see.
All you gotta do is cut it
and
sweat it in there, William.
Yep, we'll see. I think it's probably... We just, like I said, before I got online tonight, we just came back from the realtor's office, putting an offer in on another house, but also kind of going over the requests that they've had from our buyer and saying yes, no, blah, blah, blah. I think it's a flip of a coin whether this buyer backs out or not. But if they do back out, we're perfectly fine staying here. Like, we love this house. We just want some space.
Yeah, man.
But then I'll start doing some of those renovations. I want to do them now, but I'm not going to start doing shit to a house I might not be in 90 days.
Well, if you need, apparently in the chat, I'm Blario now, which is Black Mario. So, because I got the overalls. So if you need Black Mario to come out to Des Moines,
Hey, you're welcome anytime, dude. I'm hoping actually, not to get off topic, but hoping to see you here in a couple weeks in Pittsburgh.
woo!
So that'll be fun. So look out for that content, y'all. I think I'm actually heading to Erie, Pennsylvania for a work trip. But I'm going to meet up with JJ, going to meet up with Matt, American Rustic Works Matt. Have some fun. Also, if you're around the Erie area, I think I fly in the 24th. It's a Sunday, like 2 Sundays from now, something like that. Hit me up. We'll hang out. We'll do something. Or if you're in the Pittsburgh area, I think that Tuesday night is when we're going to get together in Pittsburgh. And
Yeah.
I fly in and out of Pittsburgh because fucking the most insane thing ever. I was trying to book flights. I know, so Erie, I know, is a small airport. It's also close to Buffalo, small airport, and then it's also close to Cleveland. All 3 of those airports, garbage flight schedules, and it was going to be like $900 plus. The cheapest one was like $915. I saw, we were talking about you trying to come up to Erie while I'm there because it's only like 2 hours. I was like, well, I'm going to fly into Cleveland, which is like an hour 30, hour 45 from Erie. I might as well look at Pittsburgh. I got the perfect flight schedule out of Pittsburgh for $350.
No, hey, look, bro. I used to fly because I told you I told you about when my sales territory was fucking Iowa through Louisiana. So I used to fly into either Des Moines or Grand Rapids constantly, but that's when we lived in Canton, Ohio, and I would fly out of the Canton Regional Airport to fucking Des Moines.
Right.
And like that flight was like a gajillion dollars.
Yep.
And now the company was paying for it, so like I didn't give
Yeah.
a fuck. But I was just like, damn, like. So when we moved to Pittsburgh, and I still had that same territory, like, dude, Pittsburgh to Des Moines. Now, oftentimes, to be honest, I got stuck in fucking Minneapolis
That's weird.
in the wintertime.
Typically Chicago, dude. O'Hare.
I got stuck. No, it was because of weather. I got stuck in Minneapolis because of weather. I don't know how many motherfucking times. Like probably in 1 year, upwards of 8 times because of the weather. Where I had to stay. The people or the airport or the airport company had to fucking put me in a hotel overnight.
Right. Yeah. The airline.
Bullshit. Mm-hmm.
So. But yeah. Oh, Timmy just asked. So this T-shirt, by the way, I just got today. This is what's in the most recent Bro box from Drinking Bros. It's like a Warhol, and you got Dan Holloway, and then I kind of wish he wasn't on here, but JT's dumb face, and then Ross.
JT.
Ross down here. But no, and Jessica did not get a spray tan. I've just been tanning because I look far better when I'm tan. I'm trying to get a mix between your color and JJ's color.
Well, if I wasn't so washed out in this broke ass webcam with some of the, I would look a delicious shade of chocolate brown for you fine people.
So I see some people trying to zoom in. Hold tight. We'll get you on here in a little bit once I get through my real estate rant.
Yeah, no, we need to hear about this shit, Bill, because I need to understand, because my wife at a certain point in time will probably be like, you know what? Maybe we just need some more space. And I already told her 6 years ago, no, 7 years ago now, when we moved into this fucking house, I was like, I am not moving for the rest of my motherfucking life. I will fucking die in this house.
By the way,
bury me in the fucking foundation.
David Osbernson says, I look better tan. Can he tan? Like, do you tan?
Bro, I can become the darknesses over a 3-week period in the beginning of June. And, like, not as dark as my pops, because he was Wesley Snipes black, but I can get pretty dark.
Damn. Yeah, so, anyways. So, yeah, tonight, we put an offer in on a house. It's the 9th offer we've put in 2 weeks. So that shows you how that's been going. But yeah, dude, it's like fucking eBay where people list these houses and we'll come in because I don't want to dick around. I've apologized to my wife and our realtor so many times because I'm a pretty easygoing guy. When it comes for shopping for houses, I'm probably the worst person on earth to fucking work with because I hate shopping for houses. I have zero fucking time to do anything. Right. And I don't know if you've ever shopped for I don't know if you ever tried to buy a house, but it's just this constant like, can you send us this? Can you send us this? Oh, there's an email I need you to respond to. They need an answer. Blah, 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 blah.
Bill, my wife bought this house when I was on a business trip. I was on a 2-week business trip to fucking New Orleans for a trade show. And my wife sent me the pictures of this house. She's like, I put it in an offer. I was like, you did what? And she's like, I put it in an offer. I was like, okay. And I got home and we had a house. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, but so what's really frustrating to me is when we were talking to our realtor, when we were putting our house on the market, in my mind, the way you sell things, right? And I know it's a hot market. And I'm not angry for people trying to get as much as they can while they can. But in my mind, when you list a house, you go, especially in a hot market, list it at a high ass price, assuming people are going to come underneath, right? And if somebody brings you asking, you're like, oh fuck, hell yeah, that's what we did. Somebody brought us asking, was like, done, cool, accept it,
yeah,
we're good. Asking cash, by the way, I was like, oh fuck, hell yeah. I actually asked our realtor when she just told us this. I was like, can she actually bring like the cash? I know it's not all mine because we still owe a lot of money on our house. But like, can I just see it? Like,
did you tell her? Were you like, we're going to the quad, in the gymnasium, we're going streaking, streaking with cash.
Yeah, I mean, my realtor was like, I can request it. Our realtor is fucking awesome. It's fairly known knowledge now that me and Stacy, my wife, are kind of working on our own podcast, like the Parents That Swear podcast. It's coming along. We're trying to get a house right now is taking away from the focus of trying to get that launched. So it'll probably be this summer, but I'll definitely have her on because we were actually walking through a house with our realtor. And first off, she's cool because she thinks that I have the funniest sense of humor. And you know what the kind of dark ass shit I say? She loves it. She was telling us this story about she went to spring break in Miami in 99 and somehow wound up in a limo doing illicit things with J-Lo when she was still dating Puff Daddy. Somebody else, I forgot who she said, but the crazy thing is like, so they were doing some things in this limo that you would do in Miami, something like that.
A little bit of
cigars not packed with tobacco, and
yeah,
a little goodies headache powder, and with a fairly pre-fame J-Lo. J-Lo screams at the limo driver to stop the car, and this is on A1A. This is on beachfront in Miami. J-Lo gets out, runs out to the sidewalk, and grabs some dude, starts hugging him. Brings them to the limo to hang out. It's Jamie Foxx.
Okay, so let me complete the story as my imagination fills in the blanks. Is that it's basically like the Bang Bus.
I'm assuming at some point she was in between J-Lo and Jamie Foxx in some sort of position.
I'm pretty sure it was like the Bang Bus. Let's leave that to the audience's imagination because that's how I like to think about it.
So, anyways. Where was I? So we're putting in these offers all the time, and we're asking, like, at first we started doing like asking. Here's asking, cool. Like, this is what you're asking for. Here it is. Thinking the same way we thought. You priced your house what you thought it was worth. Here it is. You don't have to worry about it. Oh, they're accepting offers until for the next 48 hours. Then we get a call. Like, they don't disclose what.
Yeah.
What the accepted offer was. But our realtor knows all the other realtors. She's like, yeah, somebody came in and offered a lot more over asking. So I was like, well, fuck. Okay. Like, do we need to start asking over offer? Like, offering over asking. Anyway, so we've done that, and we keep getting shot down because it goes into these bidding wars. Tuesday, we went and found this house. Loved it. And JJ, you would have loved it because they're huge Pittsburgh fans.
Woo!
When you walk in the door, right, you either go left to kind of like I think it was like a formal dining room kind of situation, you know. Go right, and there's like almost just like a small TV room. They had 3 recliners in the small TV room, a Pirates one, a Penguins one, and a Steelers one. And it was like a game room. Like they had like an Xbox and a PlayStation, all this crazy shit, right? All over the house. Any Pittsburgh team, fucking everywhere in the house. Pittsburgh. I think the guy went to Pitt because he had like a football helmet from Pitt. In the basement was a pool table. The felt was literally like almost like a Louis Vuitton print, custom felt, but it was the Steelers logo.
Hold on. Can I do something real quick?
Yeah.
Just to prove my love for this city, and just get the crowd. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna show the.
Yeah. Did you get that after or before you moved there?
So I got this in 2004 when we made it to the AFC Championship game and motherfucking lost. I got it right before the AFC Championship game against the Patriots, was Ben Roethlisberger's first game, and well, we made it through the Jets. We made it through the Chargers. We made it through them cats, and Roethlisberger made it all the way to the championship game, and then we lost. But I was at that AFC Championship game because I know homeboy that has. Well, I know the guy that fucking runs operations at the stadium through my dad, who was doing the barbecue championship and shit. But yeah, so for all the people out there that's wondering.
So they had obviously family pictures up, incredibly boring ass white people, just really big into Pittsburgh sports. So loved the house. Perfect. I said, what over do we need to offer to get this house? So we offered a lot over, like close to $30,000 over asking. I was like, fuck it, I'm done. Here's 30, but I wanted an answer in 2 hours, right? So this was 2:00 our time. I wanted an answer by 4. I'm not playing this bid game because they hadn't had any offers yet or something, you know. I was like, but for 30 grand over what you're asking, which was close to, like, I mean, pretty knocking on the door of 10% over what they're asking, right? I was like, 2 hours, cool. Their realtor said, yep, they'll have an answer to you by 4. 3:30 rolls around. Hey, and we saw the pictures. They have like 3 teenage kids. Like they both work.
Yeah.
They got to get their teenage kids to sports after this. Can you give them till 8? Me being a nice guy said, sure. 8, I get it. I got kids. I have kids and no fucking time, right? I only got 2 kids and they don't do shit except watch fucking YouTube.
Lippy. What's up?
Sure. 8.
Cowboy Jack. Excuse me.
7:30 rolls around. Our realtor calls us and says, so they want until 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. And I said, why? Well, so when they asked, so we said 4, right? Remember that. From 4:00 to 7:30, they had 9 showings in their house. And they had 2 more, and they wanted till 10:30 the next day because they had 2 more showings first thing in the morning. And I said, pull our offer. She's like, are you serious? Like, I'm pretty sure it's the highest one. It's like, I don't give a fuck. There's a reason why I said 4. I'm giving you 30 grand over asking. There should not be. You shouldn't hesitate, right? Like 30 grand over asking. You should be like, yep, done. I don't need to dick with people fucking around in my house all day, right? I said, nope, fuck
Yeah.
it. I'm not. We were the first offer in at 30 grand over. I'm not going to be like the reserve on your fucking real estate eBay. You know, like fuck that. No, fuck them. I mean, I went off. I was at that point. I was blacked out on rage and vodka, and I think I had even texted like JJ, you and some other people about how fucking mad I was. I was so furious. I told, and this is nothing personal against Pittsburgh fans. Ruben, I see you in the chat. JJ, I know. I was so mad.
Don't hate.
This is also how cool my realtor is. I told her, when you email their realtor, I want you to tell their realtor to tell them that this offer is being withdrawn, and the person withdrawing the offer is saying Pittsburgh will never have a championship ever again.
Oh,
And she put it in the email.
Oh, that's like a shot to the heart.
I was angry. We do dumb shit when we're angry, JJ. I'm sorry.
Across the bow, Bill. Across the bow, because to be honest, you know, I see the chat too, and I'm like, everybody's like, Trubisky's not the answer, blah, blah, blah. We need to get, you know. But what I do understand is your manly anger in that moment, because I get that probably 100% of the fucking time where I'm just like sitting there and I'm like,
I was trying to think of the coldest thing other than like threatening the dude's kids, which I would never do, you know. But I was like, nope, I'm gonna like, I want this on an email. I didn't think she was gonna do it, and then she showed me the email. She's like, oh, I said it. I was like, yep.
Yeah, man, because it's like you want to be a cold ass Tony. You're like, oh, okay. Well, how do I cut to the core of this situation? And I mean, to be honest, you did the right thing, even though it was, you know, not to my benefit. But you did the right thing, because these people, it's the same thing in my neighborhood when I look at these cats. Like, so there's this family that they have bought 3 houses, I think, on our street in our neighborhood. They lived in the one when they had 3 kids. Then they started renting it and moved into another one.
Night, David, dude. Thanks for showing up, man. David's going to bed, so.
Night, David.
So, but yeah, so.
They moved to the other one and have 4 kids. Then they rent that one, move to the other one when they have 5 kids. And now they rent that one and they move to a fucking McMansion. I don't know, we're somewhere else in my neighborhood. But guess how much they're renting that house across the street from me from?
Oh, probably like $35 a month or something.
$3,800 a month, Bill.
So that's where. So now, I mean, Pittsburgh fans that are my friends, I hope for. Actually, I don't really give a fuck if Pittsburgh wins another championship, but privately between us, I am rescinding my curse. But to that guy, I hope he lives the rest of his days thinking like, man, remember that fucking dude that like we kind of fucked over, and he sent that cold ass email, you know? Because if I had sent what I really was thinking, which I think I sent you, the police would probably be knocking on my door. I may have said some things about wanting the guy to like get the house of his dreams, lose it, kill himself, and his family hates him for the rest of his life or the rest of their lives. But maybe Bill, hypothetically.
But Bill, if I had sent what you sent, as menial as it was, the police would be knocking at my door too, because I live in Pittsburgh, number one, and I'm a black dude in a white neighborhood. So they'd be like, this guy hates his stores. I can't believe that. Oh my God, we gotta get to his house and make sure that he ain't no terrorist or nothing, because he kind of looks like one.
Yeah, are you surrounded by Yinzers?
Hey, yeah, there's all Yinzers up here in the South Hills.
Yeah, so
all them guys.
Again, we put an offer in tonight. We'll see how that goes. Actually, let me pull up my email real quick and see.
Live updates?
Yeah, let's see.
Woo.
When Stacy came and brought me a refill, she had a whiteboard that said you need to check your email. So
see, that's the greatest thing, is that I don't gotta get any refills from anybody. Hold on. Which one? Oh yeah, that's the good one.
Let's see here. The fact she's coming up with a whiteboard telling me to check my email instead of just coming up here and being like, hey, good news. Okay. No new emails, I guess.
Huh?
Yeah, whatever.
It'll come. The time will come.
But yeah, so we'll see. We went over asking, which makes my blood boil, but it just is what it is. I also understand that the housing market is really high. It's going to come down. My biggest thing with that is this isn't like a whimsical thing we're doing just to get more space. Like, part of the reason why we've been so picky and so upset when losing these is that, like, we're looking for the house that we don't move out of, at least until kids are old and married off and we just want something smaller. So
Yeah.
if we happen to buy something and the market dips, I'm not super worried about being upside down in the short term because we're not going anywhere. Like, this is the reason why we would have bought this house we're potentially going to buy is because we're not going anywhere. But yeah, dude, it's fucking frustrating, and that's why it's a seller's market. It is not a buyer's market unless, like the person buying our house, you're just sitting on so much cash that once you find something you love, you just throw cash at it. Because for people, I don't know who's listening, who's never bought a house, if a house is listed, like, just to throw arbitrary numbers out there, if a house is listed at $300,000 and you're approved by a bank to buy a house for $500,000, you can't go spend $500,000 on that $300,000 house. Like, it has it has to appraise. Anything that it appraises under, like, you gotta get a professional appraiser in there. Whatever it's under what you've offered, you have to pay cash for the difference. Right.
Well, I don't know how many people have fucked with a VA appraiser, but that shit goes even deeper, bro. Because, like, a VA appraiser, I mean, like, for a normal FHA loan, like, you can get a crib that has, say, knob and tube wiring, and it doesn't even have to be a contingency that the knob and tube has to get torn out. VA loan, bro, you can't get it. They won't even approve the motherfucking loan. Yeah, and like, there's so much shit on that side where the VA will come out, like they did it to this house. Like, they had it listed at, I think, like $285, and we were like, and the VA appraiser came out and was like, that bitch is worth, whatever. And then we were like, oh, well, this is our offer. According to the VA, this says your house is worth this. Yeah. And they were like, they just kind of had to, but that was a different market.
Yeah. Yeah. When we bought this house, like I said, I think it was 13, 14, somewhere in there. 2014. We went through an FHA. It was first time home buyers. I think I was 25 or something. Pretty young. I didn't have 20% to put down on a fucking house.
That's the only good thing about the VA loan.
Dude, so we still have PMI. The one nice thing about having equity in this house is we can actually go into a conventional mortgage. Yeah. So we're potentially doubling the value, like the cost of homes, but our mortgage should stay fairly the same.
Somewhat, yeah.
It's going to go up a little bit, but not what it would have been. Like, if we were looking at the houses we're looking at now to go, like, first-time home buyer FHA loans, like, it would have been astronomical. But it is what it is. I mean, people preach about it. Dan Holloway talks about it all the time, is that the equity in your home is how most people in America create wealth, right? So,
yeah, I mean, it's property alone, because God ain't making more of it, number one, other than if you build it your goddamn self. And, like, we got lucky that this was our second VA loan, and our first one, bro, I bought that house in Canton, Ohio. We were a quarter mile from the fucking Hall of Fame. Bought that house in Canton, Ohio for like $110,000. And my mortgage was, like, including property taxes and the escrow, was like $760 a month. and I had
dude, I don't know if I've ever
even, I
had
2,200 square feet.
I don't even know if I've ever rented an apartment for less than that, to be honest. But so yeah, anybody listening, I'm not trying to talk you out of buying anything. Just know, like, it's a very frustrating process. And some people love it. My wife loves the process. Fucking loves it. I fucking hate it. I just want to be like, what's the number? Cool. Here it is. Tell me where to sign. Like, people buy cars every day for less than what I'm trying to buy a fucking house for. Like, why does it have to be so goddamn complicated?
Well, shit. Carvana just bought my damn van over the internet, unseen. You know, they hadn't even looked at the motherfucking thing. They just went, "Oh, 2017 Grand Caravan with 61,000 miles. I'm gonna give you this." And trust me, it was way over what I owed on it and what I thought it was worth.
So, we'll move on from this. But again, Pittsburgh can win another championship. I'm fine with that. It just has to be after this fucking dude dies of a heart attack without them ever winning one again in his lifetime.
That'll probably be next year when he goes upside down on the house that he was trying to sell to you. So you ain't got to worry about that, right?
Yeah. Cool with that. So, next up on the, yes, Timmy, fuck Home Depot. Lowe's is where it's at, by the way.
Oh, but Lowe's, hold on. I got a bone to motherfucking pick. Because Lowe's just signed on to the same damn whatever Kool-Aid. They just drank the same Kool-Aid that Home Depot did. And Lowe's veteran discount doesn't apply to all goods, namely lumber. And from
really?
like me, fuck yeah, bro. Check
Didn't
out
know
the fucking new. Check out the new fine print on Lowe's veterans discount.
I will,
That
because
shit
I've been
is-
using my father-in-law's discount for years.
Yeah, see, that shit is fucking ridiculous now. I think it's on certain plumbing products, including like copper and shit, electrical products, including copper and
Sales
shit.
items and appliances, it doesn't work. I know that.
Yeah. It's like, bro, like you just fucking cut me to the core
Yeah.
with half of the shit that I do in my motherfucking crib. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I would rather, and this is how far I took it, I would rather drive to Morgantown, West Virginia to go to Menards.
Oh, you got Menards out there, huh?
Where I get a mail-in rebate. I will mail in that shit and go through the whole process of getting my money back through a fucking mail-in rebate than going to your motherfucking store, bro.
Yeah, see, I worked at a Lowe's in college, so I know all the sneaky tricks. So.
Yeah, man. I just like.
But yeah, no, fuck that. I mean, lumber. I could see them maybe right now, and I don't know how you'd swing this with a company that big. I don't know how you really swing it, but they have a fucking marketing department for this. They can say, "Hey, lumber prices are so insane right now. To keep prices affordable for everybody, we can't do a discount. Once the market comes down, maybe we bring it back." Again, don't know. I don't.
But
Whatever.
Here's also the issue is that like, and then I will suggest this to all the people that's out there looking to do home renovations, et cetera, et cetera. Find your, like, if you're doing plumbing renovations in particular, because I sell to these distributors and et cetera. But like, if you're doing home renovations, bro, go to your local plumbing distributor, like a Ferguson or Hajoka, or even the mom and pop's joint. I check the price from Lowe's to my local distributor on a 1/2-inch quarter turn ball valve, brass ball valve, to replace the ones in my crib. And I don't know if this is too much in the weeds, but fuck it. The price was triple at the big box store than it was at the distributor. And that's their base price without discount.
Oh, dude.
To the regular consumer that doesn't have an open credit account with that distributor.
Yeah.
Base price.
Oh, I mean, that's everywhere, dude. Trust me. I'm in the apparel market. Like, I do screen printing. If you knew what some of these shirts you're paying $30 for actually cost, you'd be fucking sickened. But
that's why I got these overalls on. You know what I mean? They're comfy.
Those do look good on you.
Looking like Black Mario. You know what I mean? Blario.
Blario, yeah. So, anyways, let's move on.
Yeah.
Britney Spears is pregnant.
Listen, bro. When I saw her holding her titties on the beach with a little heart over
No,
top of her little private parts, I was like,
wasn't it a diamond? She had a diamond over her ass
maybe
crack or something, right?
maybe it was a diamond, but you know what flashed through my mind at that moment? It was a visual, like it was just like a visual video of Tracy Morgan saying, "You about to get pregnant,"
Yeah.
and I was like, that's what flashed through my mind. I was like, pregnant. Somebody gonna get pregnant.
Yeah. Well, she's on that like I don't know, like 4-week vacation in whatever island she was on. You know, like that Arab dude's just blowing loads in her left and right.
Oh, dude. Like it's probably insane. It's loads that he's probably been saving up before they went on vacation. He's like, babe, we just can't be together before we go on vacation together. He's probably like with his tantra.
Oh no, dude! That dude's like they're in a private jet. He's in the bathroom, like edging himself.
Yeah, no,
right?
he's with his tantra expert because she's paying for it. You know what I mean? Like she's with his edging. She pays for his edging expert, and he sits there and he's like, "This will be the one. This will be the one. I know it."
Yeah, but I mean, first off, again, we'll get into this, but normal people, I mean, just like us dumb, poor civilians, we don't announce that shit like the second the pregnancy test shows up positive, right? So she's in for a long fucking haul on this one, right? Like, I think maybe on RPR today, Jessica talking about was like her 9 months is going to feel like 5 years because she announced it like, I mean, there's probably still cum dripping out of her when she announced this fucking thing. You know?
I don't think we announced until like 10 weeks. I think it was like 10 weeks. We were like, yeah. Okay, I think it's firmly planted.
Isn't it like
there.
8?
I think we can,
8 might be the normal?
Yeah,
I don't
8
know.
8 to 10. I don't know. Somewhere around there, like it's firmly planted in the space it will grow. So now we can actually tell people.
Timmy says he's gonna go look at some cream pie porn now.
Timmy, that's a strong move. Could I suggest black bull breeding, or I've been cucked by a black bull? I think you should move in that direction.
If you're in that lane, there's also
or there's Black Surprise, which is that's a favorite of mine because it's
Black
like,
Surprise. The baby comes out black.
I just didn't know. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, were you ever worried about your babies coming out white?
They did, so my worries were confirmed.
Yeah.
But there's my starting quarter black and my backup quarter black, so that's fine.
That's solid. Save that one for parents that swear, by the way. We're going to have you on to talk about that. But also, okay, to go back to Britney Spears. She got off her conservatorship, right? And now all of a sudden she's pregnant. So obviously she lost her chaperone and her IUD at the same time. You know?
Yeah.
So do you think like maybe that's part of it? Like, do you think she's because she's been with this guy, I think, for a while, right? Like, I don't know.
If you watch her, but see, like my thing was like if you watch her dancing, she does a lot of spin moves. So maybe, when she was doing some twirl spin, she just kind of like she shook it out of her, and that was like it was like a tornado of pregnancy madness, and her body just rejected it and it fell out.
Yeah, I don't know, but like I wonder if like part of the conservatorship is she's just like, I just like really want to have like a brown baby with this sexy Iranian man,
Bro, brown babies are the most popular thing in Hollywood. Now, people thought they fell out of popularity after like Angelina Jolie adopted her like 5th African child, but like brown babies, bro.
Dude, well, I'm not knocking. First off, Britney Spears, though fucking insane. Her and her boyfriend Or husband now? I don't
Husband.
fiance.
I think husband or maybe fiance.
She called him husband. I thought they were engaged.
Yeah.
Maybe they got married, or maybe she's just like, oh, he's my fiance. We're gonna get married.
It's a paperwork thing.
Yeah.
It's a paperwork thing.
The government guy get involved for you.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure they're gonna have, if it makes it full term, it will be a beautiful baby.
Well, I mean, now Brittany got see, that's what I fear for, is that like Brittany got a little bit of fetal alcohol syndrome going on. Her looks in her face. It's just a little bit horse face with this little far apart.
Dead eyes.
Yeah, but it's just like a little far apart, and you're just like, bro, like I don't know.
Well, she's from Alabama or some shit, isn't she?
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Yeah, but I mean, like, she got a little bit of fetal alcohol thing going on, and maybe so like your fingers are crossed that it's like, come on, just like make it through without damaging anything with unwanted goods.
Yeah.
And my fingers are crossed. I hope she lives in prosperity and.
But so, like she dated this. She's been dating this guy for several years, as far as I know. If somebody knows different, please let me know. But I know it's been a while. Like she was dating this guy far enough back to where her being out of her conservatorship like wasn't a talking point, right? Like it was not a thing. She was deep into her dad controlling everything she did.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, she got pregnant so fast. Has she always wanted to have a child with this guy? I forgot his name. I think is he a Saudi or is he Iranian?
I mean, let's just call him Fareed because that sounds right.
Yeah. With
Fareed.
He is related to somebody connected to 9/11.
Fareed. That's a good one.
But my wonder is, part of the conservatorship was her dad like, oh no, you're not getting off birth control because you're not having a kid with this guy. So, hot take here, is Jamie Spears a racist?
Bro, let's put it this way. If your parents were born in the
he is from
50s,
Baton Rouge or from wherever.
Well, it doesn't even matter geographically. And this is just personal experience. If your parents was born in the late 50s, early 60s, and like, I think I messaged you about this, where it's like the bravest of brave white girls marry the black guys that they fuck, and they don't just fuck them. And then that's how life progresses. And for Brittany, I'm pretty sure that she's hung out around a couple of homeboys and had some experiences, but now she's deep in the weeds in her early 40s, and she hasn't sealed that racial deal, so to speak, and now she did it. So congratulations to her. I mean, and in true defiance of probably her parents and her conservatorship, because they were like, listen, Brittany, I just don't understand why you like these
Arabs.
These colorful gentlemen.
Why are you dating this Arab, Brittany?
It just doesn't make sense to me that you like these colorful gentlemen, Brittany.
No, it'd probably be like,
I can't understand it.
It'd probably be like this weird, like he's got some sort of weird pet name for her, like Baby Britty babe. Like I just don't understand. Britty babe. I just don't understand why you decide to give your jelly bean to this Arab.
I mean, it just so happened that y'all was in the same bar at the same time, and you just was looking for a brown man, and he showed up. And yeah, I mean, he gives you everything you need, baby girl. But remember what I told you when you was young, that I looked at you and I said, baby girl, you cuter than a wheelbarrow full of baby polar bears. Have you ever seen one? And then he pulled up an act because back then they didn't have a camera phone, so he pulled up an actual picture that he kept in his pocket of
Polaroid.
a Polaroid of a wheelbarrow full of baby polar bears that he got from God knows where. But he presented that to her, and she's like, "I am, Daddy. I am cuter than a wheelbarrow full of baby polar bears."
The sad part is this entire conversation happened when she was 35. And to be fair, if somebody's trying to talk me into something and then pulls out a Polaroid of a wheelbarrow full of baby bear polar bear cubs, baby polar bears, I will probably do most things they ask me to do. We're like, first, how'd you get that? And also, so cute. So cute.
This dude from West Tennessee.
Well, we got a dude zooming in to...
Oh, who would be?
Nico. Is this Nico the
Jesus?
Greco? Speak. That was not who I thought it was.
That hurt my eardrum.
So you are Gandhi. She looked hot. I mean,
is that That was Ariana Grande.
I don't think that was Ariana Grande.
I think that was Ariana Grande.
Man, I thought it said Nico. I thought it was Nico the Greco. It turns out it's somebody really pissed off that we're talking shit about Britney Spears' Iranian boyfriend. So immediately after this episode, I will be loading up all my firearms. You know.
Oh, the one great thing about building a new set in your garage is that it makes more space for more firearms. So I'm good, Bill.
Yeah, for sure. So, next question. Do you think Britney Spears is as crazy as she appears to be on social media?
Well, this is the same thing with all white women on social media.
Yes, the whites.
That's not how you really look and really act, bro.
Hold on.
Don't pass that off as how you really look and really act.
First off, I've said this for years now.
If you ratchet, you ratchet.
The most ratchet thing about her social media is that you're fucking Britney Spears. First off, like, you are Britney Spears, arguably one of the most famous living people on this planet. And for some reason, you post shit to your Instagram that looks like it was taken on an original iPhone. Like, could she not afford like a Sony S7? Like, what are you doing?
Maybe she's got the same technical difficulties that we are having right now, Bill. That's why I look like a white person and you look like a black dude.
Like, bitch,
on the damn podcast.
Bitch, you have a residency in Vegas. I work in an office. I got an iPhone 13 and Lightroom. What the fuck's your problem? Like, maybe she could hire me. Here it is, Nooner Nation. This is how I make my money. Britney Spears hires me to be her professional photographer, and literally all I have to do is take my phone and put her shit through Lightroom, and she's going to be like, oh my God, I didn't know you were such a fucking genius photographer.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And then next thing you know, I am like, to her and her, let's say, husband, I am the new Joel to them, the same way Joel at Tetherball is with Dan and Brittany, right? Like, they just take me. She just takes me places because I know how to take a decent picture on my iPhone and put it through Lightroom to make it more decent. And she's like,
I do like
miracle worker.
I do like the way that Joel be sitting in that living room during the Get Fucked podcast and be like, he's just Joel, and he's there, but
yeah, you got to meet him, dude. We got to get down there sometime, by the way.
Yeah, we got to get down there sometime. Like, and I appreciate, and if Joel, if you ever watch, I appreciate you drinking some of that good.
Jeep and Justin, thank you. I think my Britney Spears voice is probably pretty good. I grew up in the South. I know how these dumb bitches work. I've been fooled. Speaking of being fooled, is Amber Heard maxing out the 10 of 10 on the crazy hot scale?
So from my experience in looking at her, she's a what's that one Jillian? I should know her name.
Gillian Anderson?
She went to high school with my wife, Jillian. Is it Jillian Anderson?
From the X Files?
No.
Gillian Anderson is far older than your wife.
Mount Lebo.
Hey, let's not dox your wife.
Jillian Jacobs.
Don't know who that
Jillian
is.
Jacobs. Amber Heard is a broke ass. At this point, Amber Heard is a broke ass Jillian Jacobs. Jillian Jacobs, respectively hot, way hotter than Amber Heard, but Amber Heard just got all the parts and gobbled up all them parts in front of Jillian Jacobs. And gobbled up all the men, apparently. Now, you could argue that that was a ploy, that was her magic, but I would argue that in the grand scheme of things, she has taken herself out of the hot crazy scale and placed herself into the there's a downward sloping scale on the other side of that. It's like you remember in geometry or in trigonometry where they showed you the parabola?
Yeah.
She's on the fucking other side, bro. She's on the other side. She's crossing into the dirty, scary side of the parabola. It's dirty, scary. There's hot, crazy, and then there's dirty, scary. Now, if you go upwards on the other side, there's also dirty, hot. And that's the place that we like.
Oh, you know me, dude.
But
I'm
saying,
DG4L. I'm DG4L.
The parabola runs like that, so you can see that there may be light at the end of the tunnel for her if she swings back up into the dirty hot. But right now, she's on the dirty scary, and that's not working.
Hey, BT Bates, I just looked at him. Her nudes, I wouldn't say they're just all right. They're pretty good. I mean, the angles, like the actual pictures, meh. I've seen better, right? But she's still pretty fucking hot. But she's not hot. She's not hot enough to deal with her bullshit, right?
Give me Jillian Jacobs from Choke. You know the movie Choke?
I'm about to look it up.
Yeah, Jillian Jacobs from Choke versus Amber Heard.
Is that Jacobs with a J?
Yeah, Jacobs. I think.
Oh, this chick from Community?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's hot, dude. She's hot.
She grew up in the place where I live at.
Yeah.
But
she's like she's like that like she's that like obtainable hot, you know?
Nah, but like it's a makeup thing though. Like, and that's the magic that they work in fucking Hollywood, bro. If I had makeup on right now, everybody wanna fuck me, and everybody wanna fuck you if you have makeup on right now. Like Ross wears makeup. Everybody wants to fuck.
I have makeup. I have makeup on right now. It's bronzer. These eyelashes, fake. Eyebrows, fake. I was actually in a house fire. I don't actually have any hair on my body. I have a team apply all of this.
Unfortunately, I can't get rid of this, but
dude, that mane, dude. I think I'm gonna start an OnlyFans account before I get to Pittsburgh. For real, I think I'm gonna do this. And the only thing that's gonna be posted on it is me running my fingers through your hair.
You can't get it, I promise you, unless it's freshly washed and freshly picked out. Your fingers will be like, trust me, my wife tries to do it sometimes. She's like, oh man, your hair's so soft. And she's
no, dude, I'm dead serious on this because I can be like, dude, it's so thick. It's so fucking thick. No, we're doing this, by the way.
We're doing it. We'll do it.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And it's gonna literally be just running my fingers through your hair and talking about what it's like to run my fingers through your fucking hair on OnlyFans. I bet you like this is gonna be small potatoes, right? I'll do like $1, whatever the minimal thing you can do on OnlyFans is. I think you can even do a free one. I won't do free because
free for a fro. I mean, you could call it free for
because
a fro,
here's the thing. That's gonna be premium content. If you're poor, like get out of here.
Yeah. I mean,
But I'll do the lowest. Like I'll do $5 or something for 1 month. And it's gonna just be me, like pictures running my hair, or my hands through your hair.
You got good fingers too, so I mean, like it's better.
There's
than
gonna
my
be
little-
some people that are gonna be like, I'm really into this like white guy, dude. Like, dude, your hair's so fucking thick. Actually, I want to be that. I won't do that. I don't need to make a voice. I'll be like, dude, your hair's so thick, I can't even get my fingers through it, though.
But see, like that's the thing where it's like, you know, I would enjoy capitalizing on that segment of humanity that would be like, it's like the same people that like message like the yoga broads that like are like mindful yoga and they roll tennis balls on their feet and shit, and it's like, bro, don't you have somebody to do that for you?
Trust me, dude. I have a minimal social media following and a hot wife. Anytime I post my wife doing anything, like I get DMs. I'm like, really, dude? Like, gross. I guess she's hot. Like, I get it. I totally get it, right? And I'm prepared for like the normal shit, right? Like,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
what's your OnlyFans? I want to see a video of you fucking her. I get it. One day you'll get a video of me fucking her. I don't care if she knows about it or not. But
I mean, yeah.
but
it's
people are
better
like, bro, like, what? Like, your wife's calves? Like, send me pictures of her calves. I'm like,
Can I get some heel pics, bro?
and then I'm
Some
like,
heel pics?
and I'm like, hey babe, this guy wants a picture of your calves. She's like, absolutely not. I was like, babe, it's just your calves.
Come on, $10. Let me get the calves for $10. I tell my wife.
I've already told her. I will buy the underwear. All she has to do is take a picture of them. I will split the profit with her 50-50 because I'm going to sell those bitches for $100 for a $4 pair of underwear.
I mean, you can already imagine how I feel in any of my social media because, like, it's like, you know, I tell people, I'm like, my wife doesn't even set off the passenger airbags when she sits in the car with me. So
Yeah, they
She
just
should
sees a
probably-
bag of groceries sitting next to you.
she should probably be sitting in the back seat. So you can imagine what people then come to me on social media and say, like, bro, like, and like when she walks our kids to school, it's like, oh man, I can't believe your older sister walked you to school. It's like, no, it's your mom.
Yeah, I actually just had an idea of something you could do that doesn't involve her being completely like, well, she'd be naked because you'd be having sex, but a camera angle that's zoomed in on a certain portion of her body while you're having sex, because there'd be a lot of movement.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the lower pelvic region. You know,
Yeah, the angles matter when that kind of stuff is
Yeah.
you know, when that kind of stuff is filmed. You know, I get it.
I
Angles.
guess. And hilariously enough, I just noticed we're like an hour into this thing.
Oh shit.
We have not brought up somebody's butthole yet.
Oh shit, buttholes.
So what do you think Amber Heard's butthole looks like? She bleached?
To be honest, I don't think that she's not Bella Thorne. Bella Thorne walks around with a butt plug in that's like controlled. The vibrations are controlled by like 10 of her friends.
By Twitter.
Yeah, it's controlled by her vibrations and her butt plug are controlled by Twitter.
There's a tenth of a second vibration for every Twitter like she gets.
Yeah, and it's probably a bad
That's
dragon.
a brilliant. By the way, that's a brilliant fucking idea.
It's probably a bad dragon butt plug, so it's like,
Ooh.
I mean, it's like the size.
I'm into.
It's basically like if I took these pliers and was like, yeah, well, I guess this will work.
Like here.
Yeah. I'll just shove that in there. And
That's even too smooth for a bad dragon, but
Yeah, we'll just shove that in there.
anybody
and let it
watching or
do-
listening who doesn't know about bad dragon sex toys, I've seen it. I've seen some hot ones. I've seen some hot videos. I've also seen some videos. I'm like, ugh. And you know me, I'm Dirty Girls for life, right? I'm DG4L. I'm Dirty Girls for life.
I mean, if you're willing to do that to yourself, I mean, you may not be for me, but you're for somebody out there, and I can appreciate you.
Yeah, I get it, I guess. But yeah, DG4L. I'll probably have a T-shirt that says that at one point. If you're a hot Asian chick wearing mesh gloves with no fingers, you a dirty girl. That's what I learned. That's actually when I learned I was DG4L. I was working for Mazda as a race engineer. Humble brag, I have a cool life.
Oh, you a champion, Bill. You a champion.
I'm like a white Kanye West,
Yeah, we know, Bill.
I live a dope life doing dope things. Actually, at that race, I was working for Patrick Dempsey's race team, Dr. McDreamy. Also the first person to die in the movie Outbreak. I brought that up to him all the fucking time.
Yeah. He had problems in that movie.
Yeah, first person to die. Actually, the first race I ever worked for him, it was practice. We're at VIR, so Virginia International Raceway, and he rolls heavy. He rolls deep. He's got this fucking motorhome and shit. And we're doing practice rounds the day before the race. And he goes into his trailer. Next thing we know, he's kind of shooing these 40-something-year-old. I'll call them MILFs. They're hot. They're hot. They're hot. You call
them were they marms or MILFs?
What's a marm?
It's like a.
They were fairly attractive 40-year-olds, right?
Okay, all right. No. They're not marms. 40
attractive, or in their 40s, attractive enough. They look good. They look good for their age. Or they were in their 30s and just smoked a shit ton of Newports. But
you just put that taste in my mouth.
A 40-year-old smoking a Newport, or just Newports
in general? No, just Newports in general.
Wow. Yeah, really living that stereotype, JJ. Come on, man.
Hey, hold on.
I'm trying to move you forward, and you're just bringing it back. Right?
This ain't a Newport, but it's a good cigar.
I didn't know they made menthol cigars.
I had them specially made in the Dominican Republic, where they know a nigga likes some menthol.
Yeah. And a banana cognac, bitch. So, anyways, so he's shooing these 40-year-old, I don't know, in their 40s. They're of that age, that look, decent looking women, but shooing them out of his motorhome, and they're oh my god. And I was like, what was that, dude? He's like, yeah, I came in. They broke into. They literally broke the lock off his motorhome, and motorhome locks
Yeah, I mean that's basically
anybody that's
breaking the child's lock.
Anybody who can do a row with a 10-pound dumbbell can break a lock off a fucking motorhome. But
that's my 5-year-old figured out he could get past the soft part of the doorknob child lock. He's like, oh, I figured it out.
They wanted his underwear. So he signed a pair of underwear for each of them and shooed them out. And I was like, for real? He's like, it happens all the time.
Now, see, this is what I don't understand. Is niggas like that, I got a dump truck ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would think that with the dump truck ass, niggas' underwear would be sought after. But you check all these, professional football players and all these dudes, how sought after is a dump truck ass on a man when it comes to underwear sales? Or is it a detractant because, dump truck ass, that's a lot going on in them underwear. Unlike the ladies, it may not be as attractive. I don't know. I mean, I'm asking in general.
That's a good question. Where are we at? So I'm going to note this. So I'm going to clip this and put it on the Instagram tomorrow.
Yeah.
To ask, all the Nooner ladies, where does...
What's a dump truck ass worth to you?
Yeah, are ladies into the dump truck ass? Yeah. According to King of the Hill, ladies enjoy a muscular butt.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Okay.
So...
I'm going to remember that one.
Anyway, before we get out of here, Elon Musk buying Twitter for like $46 billion, I think.
Yeah, I think it was around that. I mean, my take on it is to create or to make something, I guess, democratized was the goal of. If you go back, like I remember, I was working in the oil fields back in 2013, and I listened to this because podcasts were new. I listened to this podcast with the original niggas that made Twitter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the way they talked about it was that it was an extension of what the original SMS was. And the original SMSs, it was what I talked about in my last podcast episode, which was like P2P sharing.
Mm-hmm.
It was person to person. We all could see it, but we were sharing, and like shit was democratized in that fashion because we chose to be a part of it. So almost like Reddit, if you subscribe to a subreddit,
mm-hmm.
you get shit from that subreddit, and it's democratized because you chose to be a part of that subreddit.
Mm-hmm.
It sends that shit to your algorithm. I don't get random algorithm shit on Reddit. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I get the shit that I'm subscribed to.
Yeah, Reddit scares me. I'm too innocent for Reddit.
Like, I get it, but I'm just saying that's a democratized system where if it is for you, it shows up on your thing. That's almost how Twitter seemed to have started out, where it was democratized, where if it was for you, you were a part of the SMS thread and got the messages. And then now it's the top thread, and you can go in and change the settings. You can do the same on Reddit and get the top Reddit thread, but you can go in and change the settings and be like, I don't want top shit. I want what I like. But the average nigga doesn't know how to do that. So now you have the top thing, and it's just like signing into your favorite adult website. It's like, what's recommended for you? Well, they've been tracking you for 10 fucking years. They know what's recommended for you, and that's what you're going to get.
Yeah. Serenity Cox, by the way, is the new one for me. They post her out there. I'm kind of into it. I'm not really like...
Okay.
It's one of those things, right? Everybody has... Weird. Like we're switching gears to porn here.
I mean...
You know? Everybody has one of those...
It's innocuous now, Bill.
It all leads to porn.
It's innocuous at this point.
If Greg LaMontagne is in here, he will tell you all roads lead to porn.
That's how it works.
Yeah. Her lane, one of those things like everybody has, and I've talked to this with my wife before. Everybody has that kind of like, or those, I'm not going to say it's one, but everybody has those kind of things that like turn them on when it comes to porn that you would never do in real life, right?
Oh, I mean, it's like, it's just like Black Surprise. Like, I would never do that in real life. I mean,
so Serenity Cox on YouTube. Say what you want about it. For some reason, it turns me on. She has a lane, right?
I think
go check her out.
It's a
pretty innocent lane. Like she's not like taking horse dick or anything, but
But I'm just saying, like for somebody like Elon to go in,
Ruben. I know exactly who that is. Good for you, Ruben. She's hot. She's hot as fuck, by the way. And I've been
for somebody like Elon to go in and essentially how I feel what his ultimate aim is, just like most things, like electric vehicles, where he made the patent for the fucking Tesla and then just was like, bro, all y'all can make these. Go ahead. I mean,
Yeah.
it's democratization of the product. And for him to go in and be like Twitter, and then his first thing is you want an edit button. Now, you could argue yes or no edit button, but fucking for real, motherfucker.
So okay, so explain.
But if it's a democratization of the thing, and the majority of people want the fucking edit button, then give them the edit button.
Okay, so explain. I don't do.
Let it be up to
the only thing. The only thing I do on Twitter is see what other people have posted and then follow porn stars. Like edit what? Like you're saying like on edit. So like if I make a post, I can go and edit it.
Yeah, but if you post something and then you go back and edit it, then everybody who reposted it, they then repost the edit because you went back and edited your shit.
Right. So if I
let's say
like
something fucking retarded and then a bunch of people reposted it, and then you went back and you were like, and that word's wrong. Then everybody who reposted it has the edit now, from my understanding. And now you could be like, well, that could be demonized. Well, yeah. Then don't repost shit that you don't believe fucking in. And I think that's the main story is like, bro, if you're
I'm not against the edit button, right? Like on Facebook, it'd be the same thing, right? Like if I make a post, I do it. Anybody that listens to me or follows me knows whenever I make social media posts, I do it in like the 4 seconds of free time I have. I misspell shit. I say shit wrong constantly. I go back and edit it.
Right now on Twitter, you have to delete the whole thing and then repost it. And now everybody has your previous post.
Know what that is? That's people. Those are those fucking Karens that want to have the got you moment. Remember 10 years ago when you said this?
I mean, this is garbage. It's just garbage time. It's like NFL garbage time. Like the only people that want NFL garbage time are the people that want more time for ads.
Those are people that made money off of make Kafifi great again, right?
But that's what I'm saying. They're the same people that want more time for ads, and they want to draw your attention with fucking ads. And I think because of the original platform that Twitter created through the it's SMS software. It's person to P2P. It's that kind of sharing software. The original intent was share my thought, like or don't like. If you like, share. Yeah. And I am ultimately the editor-in-chief of my own fucking self-published newspaper of me. And that's great, because then I can go in and edit. Well, now you can't. But you could if you listen to Elon.
Yeah. Elon is our savior. But with that, we're gonna get off here, man. Like,
nah, I appreciate you, homie. I appreciate you having me.
Just like most episodes, I could go on forever. I get how Rogan could do it for 3 hours, but my hind teeth are floating, and and I'm sure, like, I've been checking my email, but I'm sure the lady has something to do with the fucking house.
I'm sure I got to get upstairs and get on that sleep grind.
Work on that OnlyFans content.
Well, everybody's on spring break right now, so that means tomorrow is going to be.
By the way, this is a real thing. When we meet up, I'm going to make a Nooner Nation's OnlyFans account, which is all it is. We're going to spend an hour in Pittsburgh with me doing different angles of rubbing.
I'll let you spray Afro Sheen in my hair. That's how far we'll take it. I'll go to Walmart where the Afro Sheen is locked up because they lock up black hair products at fucking Walmart in Pittsburgh. I'll ask the lady to come and unlock the case, and I'll get a beautiful $25 can of Afro Sheen, because normal hair products for white people cost $4 to $5, maybe $8 if you're pushing it. But black hair products, it's $25 for that can of Afro Sheen, and I'll spray it in my hair, and you can run your fingers through it at the same time. And it'll be premium content that's expensive because of the hair care product.
Yes. By the way, Frightening Me, Matt Cooper's episode is suggested by YouTube. Yeah, you should watch it. You should go back through my entire channel and watch everything you haven't watched. Coop is the shit, by the way. He will, I actually have him, he doesn't know it yet. I forged his signature, but he's contractually obligated to speak at my funeral, so.
That's a beautiful thing.
We'll have him back on, though, too. Coop's dope as shit. JJ, thanks for coming on again, man.
No, thank you for having me, Bill. I appreciate it. And like I said, you know, for us as Nooners and Drinking Bros, it's like, you know, it's important for the community to come out and support the thing. So, you know, like Bill said at the beginning,
for sure.
If you want to hit like and subscribe on Bill's joint, please do, because he's got a badass thing going on. And, you know, for me.
No, and I think one of the things about this show, right, it's Nooner Nation. Like, I'm doing this because the Nooner community is so fucking dope. So, like, if you want to come on, if you're listening right now, if you're watching live and you just want to come on, like, let's just talk. It doesn't have to be some, like, profound conversation. Like, I'm doing this for the community because the Nooner community is so fucking dope. Like, this is why I started this, right? So, just hit me up, dude. DM me on Facebook. DM me on Instagram. Go to noonernation@gmail.com and hit me up. Just come on. We can talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about, right? Because this is why I'm doing this. I didn't start this channel because I felt like, I don't know, I'm like a Joe Rogan with some sort of like every man's
come on, you're taller,
prophetical.
You're way taller than Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan would kick the ever living shit out of me.
You're taller. You're taller. You got the reach.
I got reach. And I got hands, but Joe Rogan has the ground game, and I don't have that. Have you ever seen Joe Rogan kick anything?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm Joe Rogan height, and I don't know, Bill.
If Joe Rogan kicked me, it'd be like Bill and Ted 2, right? Where they Bogus Journey. All I would see is Joe Rogan spinning, and then I would wake up on the ground with death staring at me, and I would have to beat him in Battleship to make it back to the living room.
I can see that happening. Here's for all the shorties out there. I'm one of them, so.
Hey, this has been the Nooner Nation podcast. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe on YouTube. Hit up God damn it. One of these days I'm gonna get it, dude. I'm gonna get it. We're gonna be good. But
yeah, you got it.
Go to iTunes. Give us a 5-star. Leave a review. You know, also hit up High and Angry everywhere, even on OnlyFans. So, we're going to get off of here.
Yeah.
This has been the Nooner Nation podcast, the podcast for Nooners by Nooners again.